right, good evening. Happy Sunday Funday. Hope everyone's had a wonderful day. Hope you've enjoyed this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Maybe you got a chance to get some things done or relax or take a nap or whatever it is you like to do on Sunday afternoons. I hope yours went well. We are once again, let me double check, make sure I got everything working here. We are once again looking at our new theme titled Deny Your Selfie. And we're talking about our need to put ourselves last. We're talking about the way to find true joy is that acronym we've heard, Jesus and others than you. And it doesn't mean that we ignore ourselves. Doesn't mean that we don't take care of ourselves. It just means that we put ourselves in the proper order. So if you're on YouTube or Facebook, give me a quick hello in the chat. Let me know it's working. It just feels like I've done something wrong, and I'm afraid it may not be going out. So I'm going to check real quick on my phone. Okay, it seems to be working. So I'm going to assume it's working right. Oh my goodness, now it's trying to show me all kinds of videos. Don't want to see somebody's circus. All right. Hi, Miss Judy. Good afternoon. Thanks for letting me know you're on. Now I know it's working. So, phones have, hi, Katie. Phones have changed a lot over the decades, have they not? There used to be devices that were plugged into the wall. They weren't portable at all. They had a simple dial pad. Way back when, camera's not focusing anymore. Way back when, they had the rotary type dial tone. Then they had the push button, depending on the type. I guess if you go far enough back, they didn't even have that. I all remember watching Andy Griffith pick up the phone and just say, "Hey, Clara, get me so-and-so." Hi, Christy. Hi, Carol. Hi, Darlene. Darlene's been learning 5th grade math today. All right. So that's it's not how I enjoy spending my Sunday afternoon, but I guess in a pinch, if you're filling in, I wish you get this camera to quit losing its focus. Then certainly that's maybe a good thing if you get a chance to look over the lesson plans and all of that. It's probably a lot better than showing up tomorrow morning as a substitute and not being ready. So I guess that's a good, productive Sunday afternoon. But so phones have changed a lot. They used to have the simple dial pad. Now they have a full keyboard. You no longer have just the 10 digits and 2 symbols. They have full color, high resolution screens. And some of them have 2 cameras on them, on the front and the back. I guess some of the newer ones actually even have more than 2 cameras. I guess some of the ones on the back are multiple cameras to allow it to do certain photography tricks. Hi, Will. Good evening. Good to see you as well. So phones have changed an awful lot. They also have tons of storage. A phone before was just a simple device. Now you have enough storage on there to store all of your videos and songs and text messages and photos and apps. And phones are a lot different today than they were before. And that plays into this idea of the selfie. You couldn't selfie with the phones before. There was no camera on them, for one thing. They were simply a device that was used to call someone. You picked up the phone and you talked to another person. I'd venture to guess most people today don't use their phone that way. In fact, if you look at your phone, there's a way to tell which apps you use the most, which apps are the most commonly used. And Darren's got a story here. Their girlfriend had a phone that was a box. You turned a crack to call the operator, connect you to who you want. Now that's going back a ways on the phone use there. You actually just picked it up, turn the crank, and you say, connect me to so-and-so. Those are days long gone. Wouldn't that be nice to be able to go today, just pick up the phone and go, hey, put me in touch with Will. And they know who you're talking about, and they can actually get you to them. Miss Judy says, Jerry and I had one that was in a large case for work. Okay, so it was, I guess, more of a portable type phone in that case. So yeah, phones have changed a lot. And if you look on your phone, there's also a way to tell like which apps you use the most on your phone. Nowadays the phone, the actual part to call somebody, is just one app on the phone. Just kind of a weird way to put that, on the device, I should say. And if you look in there, you can tell. So I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to share mine for this past week. This is on Apple. It's called Screen Time. Android, I'm not sure what they call it, but I know they have a place. And yeah, that's a Little House on the Prairie. Yeah, that's right, Little House on the Prairie. Going back to went to the store to use the phone. But this is my most used apps for the past week, and it's interesting that the phone app is not even in there. It's like I haven't used this to make a phone call anywhere near as much as I've used it for all these other things. Now I have used my phone to make some phone calls, so I know it shows up somewhere. If you go far enough down that list, it would be there. Excuse me. I don't know why I just can't seem to quit coughing these days. Just one moment. I'll try to send a link. Let's see. I'm going to start getting an echo in here. I'm not careful. Ooh. Let's see if that helps. All right, sorry about that. And so yeah, these are the apps on my phone. So if you want to take a chance to take a moment and look at yours, if you're brave enough to tell me what are your top 2 apps in terms of most used on your phone. If any of you know how to do that, then wouldn't mind sharing it. I'm just curious. Also, I'm curious, even if you don't want to share what those are, if the phone app shows up in your top 10 or top 5 at least. I'm just curious to know if anybody uses their phone as a phone enough for it to actually show up as one of their top apps. Anybody able to look at theirs? I was not surprised that you can tell this week I've had a lot of documents to work with. So I've been in Dropbox. Hi, Miss Vera. Glad you were able to join. So I've been in Dropbox a lot. That's where I save some of my documents and I pull them up again when I need to print them, and I scan them back in when I want to get them. So you can tell I've been doing some work type stuff there. Chrome is the browser I use. You said the phone was in a case like the one we carry our Bible in. Okay, I remember those phones, the bag phones. So yeah. Of course, the ones I remember plugged into the car had the little cigarette lighter plug in. So Chrome is my web browser, so that's when I'm clicking through to a link or something like that. So you can tell I've been on the web a lot. Facebook's my number 3 app. Oddly enough, definitely on Facebook more than I would probably even wish to be. HP Smart's the scanning app I use to pull stuff from our camera. And then text messaging, that's probably what I thought would have been up the most, was text messaging. I don't know about you, but I use my phone more for sending text messages or Facebook messages than I do for any calls. So yeah, you can tell that you can go down to photos, Gmail. You can do a lot of apps before you get to the point of actually using this device like a phone. And it's my guess is most people are probably going to have the camera or some kind of social media app up at the top of your list there, more so than you would the actual phone app. Text messaging may be up there too. I'm curious to know. So Miss Judy says Facebook, texting, and Google. Yeah, so that makes sense. That seems more what our phones are used for these days. Darlene has Facebook Messenger and a game called Ball Sorts, and they use Messenger at work. So that's what school. So that's the reason your Messenger usage is up so high, is because filling in at the school there. So yeah, I was actually surprised. I have a game I play on my phone too that I thought would be in the top list there. Like I said, this past week's just been kind of weird for me in terms of how busy it's been. So I really haven't had time to play as much. But yeah, I really expected Clash of Clans to be in that list as well, even the higher use than than the actual phone itself. So that's kind of funny that people have all these different things we use our phones for. All right, Christy, I should be putting some of these up here. Yeah, I shouldn't just assume everybody's going to see it. Here's Darlene's list. Here's Miss Judy's list. Here's Christy's Facebook Royal Match game and messages. So that doesn't surprise me for Christy. Yeah, Christy's on Facebook and Messenger a lot. Their Pampered Chef stuff, and the Royal Match game definitely doesn't surprise me there. So all right, so yeah, I was curious to know what people had there. But it's fun to remember that the device does actually work to actually pick it up and call someone, or as we mentioned, text messaging and even Messenger is kind of a nice way to reach out, let somebody know you're thinking about them. And that's kind of where we want to go this week with our discussion. These are perfect tools for games, for scrolling social media and all the things that waste a lot of time. They're also really good ways to serve other people, to reach out and say, hey, well, what's going on in your life this week? How can I be of service to you? How can I help you out this week? And that's what I want to challenge you to do, is to reach out to someone on your friends list, whether it, you call them with the phone app, or whether you send them a text message. It doesn't matter. Just reach out, make a call, send a text, or something we don't do a whole lot of. Maybe pull out a note and actually write a physical letter. Just say, hey, thinking of you. Any of you ever get little postcards or thank you notes in the mail? They still mean an awful lot. I think especially in today's world of texting and all that, a handwritten note sometimes really can mean the difference. And then, wow, this person really took the time to think about me this week. Ms. Judy mentioned coloring pictures. Yeah, if you have an iPad, then the coloring app seems to be really popular. I see a lot of people using that one. But let's turn our camera phone off. Let's turn the camera part off, and instead of pointing at ourselves like the selfie is, and let's point the usefulness of it at others. It's not about being the greatest. It's about doing the greatest good. And that's what we want to talk about in this series called Deny Your Selfie. Okay, I want to remind you of our Bible verse. We're kind of the theme for this series. So I left it the same as last week. All you got to do is fill in the blanks. So now it should be a little bit easier for those that were here last week. But it says, then Jesus said unto his what? Anybody remember what these words are? I'm going to start mixing this up as we go through the series, but I thought second week I'd just keep it easy. Last week we just kind of went into it blind and nobody had a chance to see the verse ahead of time. Now we've actually gone through it, so I'll test your memory, how well you remember what last week's was about. Then said Jesus unto his what? Anybody remember? We have the selfie game coming up here in just a moment now, so hang with me. I do have the selfies that people have sent me this week lined up. I included them with the ones from last week, so we have a bigger pool. Might take us a little bit longer to get through them this time because of that, but I thought it'd be fun just to show all of the selfies. Our theme verse for the week, for the series. Then said Jesus. All right, Christy got that one. Disciples. All right. And we're still having a little bit of trouble shifting back and forth. But then Jesus said to his disciples, if any man will, somebody remember what's next? Any man will. And there's three words. You can give me one or all three. Man will blank, blank, blank. Still got you thinking, don't you? I told you last week, be paying attention to it because we're asking again. This is the theme verse for the entire series, so you'll see this verse each week in some form or another. And said Jesus unto his disciples, if any man will, I'll go ahead and give you the next one. Come blank blank. Maybe that'll give you enough of a hint to remind you. And Jesus said to his disciples, if any man will come blank blank. I may have a lag here, so I'm waiting just to make sure nobody's guessing and I'm not jumping ahead. All right, Colin, good job. Come unto me. King James calls it after me. Same thing. If any man will come after me, let him blank blank. If I know what, remember what the next blanks are. If any man will come after me, let him blank blank and take up his blank and blank blank. So we got a lot of blanks to fill in here. Said unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him what? If I remember. All right, so Miss Judy's guessing the rest of it. Follow me, take up his cross, and follow me. So some of that is correct. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the part that is correct. Let him. All right. So yeah, we're just missing this part in the middle here now. This is the tricky part. Anybody remember those two words? Matthew 16:24. Then said Jesus unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him blank blank take up his cross and follow me. All right, I want to share this one. Somebody may be typing it in as I speak. Deny himself. That's where we're getting this jokingly theme of deny your selfie, of denying ourselves, putting ourselves, our needs last, putting ourselves to the side and letting Christ work through us. And Miss Judy had it kind of coming in there. I just didn't see it in time. But yes, as Jesus' disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. That's what we want to do. I also mentioned that today's cameras or phones, I keep calling them cameras now because that's what they're used for more than phones, have all these different features. One of those features is that ability to kind of change ourselves. So I've been playing around with a new thing here where it can actually turn me into a cartoon. And so this is when a lot of people take selfies. This is the mode they go to. I was watching this morning on the way to work. Christy sent me some selfies for the selfie game we're going to play here in a moment, the match game. And pretty much it was enough to entertain her for the entire ride to church because she would turn on this filter, turn on that filter, and she was constantly showing, "Hey, look at this one, look at this one." And so I thought I want to do the same thing. So I kind of like this cartoon selfie filter. I've also got a couple others I could do. Another one that I really liked. If I can pick the right thing here. Was one that kind of gives me a comic book style. And this one I really kind of like because I think it makes me look younger. So if you start seeing me on our live streams in this format, you'll know why. It's because it makes me look a little bit younger than I am. And that's always a good thing. So yeah, I got the cartoon, the comic book, I guess is what this one's called, style going on there. And, looking younger is always a good thing until you get really young. And then I'm not so sure about the baby look there. At least I've got it cropped, I think, where you can't really see the baby pacifier dangling beside me there. But yeah, so everybody loves the filters, don't they? I'm going to go back to this one. Oh, the way it just disappeared there for a second. But I'm going to keep this one up for a while, see how it works. If my computer crashes, you'll know it's because I've got that filter running and my computer couldn't handle it. But with that said, let's jump right into our selfie game. So I got to remember where to put everything so we can do this. But Colin, since you answered one of the Bible verse questions a while ago, and you sent me a picture. I don't know if you knew you sent me a picture or not, but you did. Hopefully you knew that. I'm going to get you to give me the first guess. So for those who may not have played last week, I think everybody on here was here last week, but just in case anybody wasn't, we'll just kind of number these tiles. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across the top. So this will be 1 through 6, 7 through 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 through 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Yes, there are 11 groups, 11 pairs of pictures here. So, Colin, give me two numbers between 1 and 22 that you want to see. And if they're matches, then they'll stay turned over. If they're not, they'll only stay turned over for a little while. And we'll see how quickly it takes us to quickly we can get these flipped over. So, Kylan, if you don't mind, start us off by giving me 2 numbers. And even the cartoon version of me actually looks a little younger than I am. So I'm okay with that too. I feel like I should be in a Dickens story or something. All right, Colin's going with 1 and 21. All right, so number 1 is Miss Judy. And 21, I believe is this one here. Oh, a match right off the bat. Way to go, Colin. All right. So, Colin, you get to give me another set then, since you got a match right off. Give me 2 more numbers. That's amazing. I thought this would take longer since there's so many pictures, but you got both of Miss Judy's pictures right off the bat. And Miss Judy was telling me those are a vacation photo there at the bottom. So, all right. Give me 2 more numbers, Colin. Four and 12. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the series theme there. And then that's somebody I know. That's Christy. All right. So we've seen 2 more. So who wants to jump in next and give me 2 numbers? Colin got us off to a good start, turning over both of Miss Judy's pictures. You've seen one of Christy. You've seen one of the series logo thing. Miss Judy says, our early vacation we had together. Oh, that's a good memory then to have that picture. So that's really something. Thanks for sharing that with us, Miss Judy. That's special. All right, Alicia says Caden's going with 3 and 22. All right, so 3, 1, 2, 3, and 22. I think is gonna be the last one. So Angela and Carol. Yes, that was Ari in the picture too, but the match that goes with it is Angela. So we get Carrie in there, Ari in there as a bonus. I keep talking over myself here. All right, who's gonna give 2 more numbers? It's okay if we end up with several being called out. I'll just take them in the order they show up in my chat thing, which may not be the order they are done in. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I have a delay, but go ahead and just shout me out 2 numbers. And if someone's already guessed the ones that one of the numbers you called and it's already turned over, then we'll let you go again. But who wants to give me a guess? Well, I know there's 4 that we've seen now that have been turned over. All right, Chrissy's going with 10 and 20, 10 and 20. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I believe this will be 20. All right. So Carol and the logo. All right. Miss Judy saying 5 and 10. So this will be 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Brother Ronnie and Carol. Alicia's going 7 and 14. So I think that'll be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so more of the Collins crew showing up there. Now, we've seen some that are matches so far. People can just remember where they are. That's my problem is I can remember seeing a match. I just can't always remember where they were exactly. So we've seen 1 of Caden, 1 of Ronnie. I think we've seen 2 of Carol. Or maybe it was the same one twice. I'm not sure. All right, Katie's going 10 and 22. All right, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 22. Oh, okay. Did you remember that, Katie, or did you just happen to hit those? If so, that was good because I know we turned over both of those at other times. All right, Colin's going 19 and 17. So 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 17. If I got that right. Okay. So you had Alicia and the logo. I think we've had both logos turn over now, but I just can't remember where the other one was. I just love this game because it's so fun seeing the picture, just seeing everybody up there on the stage, on the screen, with the selfie being that zoomed in view. I just like that. It's kind of fun. Brightens my day to see all of your smiling faces. Feel free just to keep calling on numbers. All right, Caden's going 19 and 4. So 6, 12, 18, 19, and 4. All right, good job. Caden remembered where the two logos were. I couldn't remember. All right, Darlene's going 3 and 19. Oh, okay, that's not going to work. Darlene must have been remembering too that the logo was right up here as well. So, all right. So if you want to do a different one with 3, we can, Darlene. If I miss a number, seem to skip over, don't hesitate to call it out again. I'm trying to keep track of these on the list here. But all right, so Alicia's going 5 and 7. So 5 and 7. Oh my goodness, you must have remembered those then. Good job. I found both of Ronnie. So Ronnie's got the paint suit on there, so you don't get to see too much the at work, the bump cap and the paint suit. So that was a good picture there. Miss Judy's going 6 and 9. So 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so that was me and Caden. So, all right, so Darlene, you were close on that one. The 3, to remember 3 when it was 4, that was pretty close. I couldn't remember where the other one was. After we saw the one at the bottom, I knew there was one at the top somewhere. But all right, anybody want to take a shot? Miss Judy, let's see, 6 and 9. Did we do that one already? 6. Yes, we did that. Okay. I lost track there. All right. Yeah. You got to see me and Caden again. All right. So Caden's going 8 and 9. All right. 8 and 9. All right. So I believe that picture is of Will, even though it's Carol and Will. I believe that one counts as one of Will's. Hopefully we get more selfies next week. So I think we've only seen one of the 2 Cadens on here, though, if I'm not mistaken. There are 2 of everyone, so. Anybody else want to take a shot? All right, Alicia's going 9 and 15. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's Caden, 12, 13, 14, 15. And okay, that's Angela. So, all right. So 15 and 18. All right, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. All right, so Angela and Will. I know some of these are overlapping, so you're getting the same one twice, but that's okay. It helps with the memory on it. 20 and 16. All right, so 18, 19, 20, and 16. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, so we, Christy and me. Caden, 9 and 14. Let's see if I'm going right. 6, 7, 8, 9. 12, 13, 14. All right, Caden spotted herself on those and knew where hers were. So good job, Caden. I knew when we turned, or did we? Yeah, I think we turned the other one over. Yeah, I'm not so sure. All right, so Katie's going 15 and 20. So 12, 13, 14, 15, and 20. Nope. All right. Carol's going 6 and 9. So 6, 7, 8, 9. 9's already turned over, so okay. So I'll just randomly, I don't know how to turn it back over. I'll just show the one we just did, I think. All right. I should have paid attention there that I'd already turned 9 over. Caden got that one turned over to stay. All right, we still got quite a few here. We've got Miss Judy, Ronnie, Caden, and Carol. All right, 12 and 20. So let's go with 12, 19, and 20. All right, good job, Colin. Got both of Miss Christy. And Christy there using the filter with little hearts on it for Valentine's Day. All right, Katie is saying 8 and 18. 8 and 18. All right, good job, Katie. Got both of Will's pictures there. Miss Judy's going 3 and 10. So 3 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, nope, that's already done. I'll do the one beside it for now. I think that might be the first one we've seen of Colin. 15 and 3 is what Carol's saying. So let's go 3, 12, or 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, good job, Carol. Got both of Angela's turned over, with Ari peeking in there as well. Colin's going 17 and 14. All right, let me see, 12, let's see, 13, 14. 14's already turned over, I think, unless I'm doing the math wrong. Must have got turned over while we were going through ones before that. So, yeah, 14 is Caden. Just let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 more pictures means there's 3 more people that haven't been turned over. Miss Judy's gonna go with 2 and 6. All right. There's Colin and me. Well, now the question is, you remember where the other Colin was and where the other Chuck was? And then do you remember what the other 2 are? So getting narrowing down here right at the end. All right, Alicia, 11 and 6. 11 and 6. Oh, did I already do that one? Maybe. I think I may have already done that one. I get so confused in this list of items here. Hi, Bridget. Didn't know you were on. Good to see you. 6 and 16. So 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, good job. Bridget remembered where the both of mine were. Miss Judy, 2 and 9. 2, 8, 9. Oh, second one there is Caden. Katie's saying 2 and 11, so I'll go ahead and turn that one over. I got both of the Collins. All right, so Colin's got this one. You got the filter going as well, so I like that. We got the filters, featuring filters tonight. All right, Carol's going with 6 and 6. Wait, 6 and 16. Oh, okay, that was before mine got turned over, I guess. So anybody want to go with these last 2? Yeah, it's a miracle. I can't remember on these either. It's funny, after someone got turned over multiple times, I thought, okay, I should remember that, but I can't remember exactly where it is. All right, Colin's going to go with the 13 and 17. And I have a feeling you're going to be right, Colin. Now, I think we need to give some sort of award here. I don't know how you did it, Alicia, but you managed to, I'm not sure that the second picture of you got turned over the entire time. We had all these pictures getting turned over. I don't remember that one being turned over as many times or at all. Like the others were being turned over and over again. So you must have some sort of stealth hiding ability there. But yes, so this is all of us. I appreciate those of you that sent pictures in. I just enjoy this game. Enjoy seeing all the smiling faces and the interesting backgrounds. And so definitely keep them coming. If you send me more this week, we'll be doing games each week. Yeah, sneaky. But thank you for that. I enjoy playing that. So let's see here. I'm going to change. Actually, I'm going to leave it the same. Let's go back here, if I can find the right place. And I want to see how good you guys can come up with different words out of letters. So let me turn these text answers off here from that one. So I want you to create as many unique words. Wow, my brain can't handle all this stuff here. I was looking at the comments, and I saw sneaky, and then I saw the word unique, and I almost asked you to make sneaky word. Anyway, I can't even say it now, but it somehow was combining the two words together. But anyway, create as many unique words, not you sneaky or anything like that, words as you can using the letters below. Um, the things of others. These are the letters I want you to use. How many words can you make out of this? You can just blurt them out as fast as you want to. It doesn't matter if you overlap. This is kind of like boggle, I think is the way that word gets played. So usually you have like random letters. All right, so Christy's got together, T-O-G-E-T. Okay, I'll believe you on that one. Together. I'm going to put some of these up there as we go. Together. What other words can you create? They can be of any length. They don't have to be super long. All right, so we got stringers. String. All right. We got sing. Oops, I thought I put it up there. Sing. What else we got? All right, he's going, oh, I don't want to type on my phone. It's easier just put in a few numbers than it is to have to type an entire word. So you got spell check and all that. Hinges, all right. Hinges, good job. Okay, I didn't see that one. What other words we got? I want to find a way in the future we play this game to put them all up here on the screen, but I wasn't that savvy. Strong. All right. Yeah, I got lots of letters out. I was wondering because this one has a lot of letters that repeat, so I was kind of wondering how that would play out for everybody. But you guys are doing a good shot. All right. Foot. All right. Yeah, I think it's one of the challenges here is just the fact that several of these go letters repeat so much. Fingers. Wow. Okay. Um, See, I would not have picked up on that one because the F and of doesn't register with my brain because it's of, not F. Christy says teeth. So, all right. Well, you guys are running a lot of this stuff. Those. Let's see. All right. Good job. Don't want to cut anybody off here, but go ahead and give you the reason where the word letters are the things of others. And I hit the wrong button here, so my computer may hang up on me for a second. Oh, we got another one. Otters. All right, so we got critters in here that I wasn't even aware of. Let's see if I can close this. I got too many things open on my computer. It's going to crash on me. I was trying to pull up this. Oh, yeah. And we got goof. I didn't see that one in there. But we harder to see now. We got gift. You guys are still finding them. All right, good job. Gophers. All right. The reason the letters were the things of others, we still got them coming in. Toes. Is because that phrase is from Philippians 2, verse 4, where Paul says, "Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others." And so that's what we want to try to remember this week. We're thinking about last week. We talked about denying ourselves. We talked about putting Jesus first and making Him our priority. The second part of that is others, putting others second. And we talked about. Oops. Okay, hang on. Um, we talked about that Jesus and others and you. I've got a slide for it somewhere. Just can't see put my fingers on it. So that's kind of where we're going with this. Every man also on the things of others. Let's see here. We may come back to this, but let me skip on through. All right, there it is. Jesus and others and you. And so that's what we want to kind of think about when we're looking at this idea of denying ourselves is putting other people their needs before our own. And one of the things I saw when I was getting ready for this that someone else had pointed out was back in 1998, the first preview for the Star Wars movie, The Phantom Menace, which was one of the movies they were coming out with after the original 3 franchise movies had come out. So everybody's kind of excited. There's going to be new Star Wars movie, or at least people that are into Star Wars were excited about it, which is a lot of people. And the trailer for that movie wasn't released on YouTube. It wasn't put out on Facebook or on Twitter because it didn't exist. It was instead Lucasfilms had their website, and they announced which movies were going to be showing the trailer at the beginning of those movies. People could go see a movie just to see the trailer for this movie that was about to come out. And so the day the trailer came out and began playing in theaters and the beginning of other movies, something kind of unexpected happened. The trailer appeared on the internet the next day. And a fan had videotaped it in the theater and converted it to digital, put it out on the web. And the video was kind of grainy. It wasn't all that great. The sound wasn't great because it was just a camera someone was holding there in the theater. But fans were able to view and download this trailer right there on the internet, and you could hear the fans in the room kind of cheering as the trailer is playing. And so it was kind of an exciting thing for people that were interested in that movie. And Lucasfilms responded that same week by releasing the trailer on the internet. And as a result of that, they started showing trailers on the internet first. Now when a new movie's coming out, it's the first place you see the trailer is on the internet. They'll have it on their website. They'll put it on YouTube. They'll put it all over the different places. It'll be on Facebook. And so now you have all these trailers. And now it's kind of a thing. I don't know if you've seen this or not, but it's kind of a trend to have people record a video of them reacting to the first time they see the trailer for a movie. So if there's a movie coming out that I'm excited about, now I'm going to make a video and have you watch me watch it. And it's kind of interesting because, now we're, as a fan, we're kind of taking the attention away from this thing that we think we love, and we're kind of putting the attention on us. Here, look at me, watch me react to this movie trailer, whether good or bad, or I love it or I hate it, whatever it is. It's all kind of about us. It's all kind of about, look at me, even in talking about something else. And so that's kind of an interesting trend. I think it kind of highlights a lot of the selfish nature that our society has. Maybe not selfish may not be the right word. I'm not saying there's anything necessarily wrong with those things. In fact, I was debating tonight doing a reaction video just because that's kind of a thing, and let y'all watch me watch a video for the first time. Just because I thought it'd be kind of weird and goofy. But it does kind of have a weird feel to it, doesn't it? Watch me watch something else. And that's kind of how our society is built. It's all about making things about us. And if we're going to be different from the world around us, one of the biggest ways we can be different, one of the easiest ways we can be different, is to do what Jesus said and serve other people. Put other people first and look for how we can help them and what their reaction is, as opposed to, here, look at me and look at my reaction. Last week we talked about denying our selfie and wanting to be followers of Christ, to put God ahead of ourselves. And instead of putting ourselves, promoting us, we want to promote God and what He's done for other people. But we also, in that JOY acronym, after we put Jesus first, we want to put others second. And we want to be able to serve them. Passage we're going to look at today, I'm going to read through kind of quickly because it's a story I think you know. At the very end, it kind of shows the heart of what Jesus is telling them here. And it's some of His own disciples. So it's some of his I guess you would almost say celebrity disciples, if you want to put it in today's terminology. This is James and John. These are, when you start listing off the disciples and the ones that get a lot of the more mentions in the Gospels, James and John are right up there. Peter, James, and John were kind of the three that were, the closest to Jesus in a lot of ways. They got to see some of the special things that others didn't get to see, and they were right there in the mix. But even they had a problem with wanting to promote themselves. Notice what it says in Mark chapter 10, verse 35. It says, and James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came unto him, talking about Jesus, saying, Master, we would that thou shouldest do for us whatsoever we shall desire. And he said unto them, what would ye that I should do for you? And they came unto him, they said unto him, grant unto us that we may sit, one on thy right hand, the other on thy left hand, in thy glory. But Jesus said unto them, ye know not what you ask. Can you drink of the cup that I drink of, and be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? And they said unto him, we can. And Jesus said unto them, ye shall indeed drink of the cup that I drink of, and with the baptism that I am baptized withal shall ye be baptized. But to sit on my right hand and on my left hand is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared. And when the 10 heard it, they began to be much displeased with James and John. And we got a few more verses to read, but I want to stop for a second and think, it is so easy sometimes to slip into looking at how, looking out for ourselves, looking out for our best interest. Here, James and John are looking at Jesus setting up the kingdom that they refer to, setting up his new kingdom and establishing his power. And they're saying, we just want to be, we want to be your right hand man. We want to be right there beside you. And Jesus says, you don't really understand what's going on here. You don't know how this is going to play out. They were probably envisioning some sort of Jesus setting up a kingdom and a military type of a thing. And they were going to be, some sort of, co-rulers or maybe military leaders or maybe advisors or what a king would normally have. And Jesus is saying, this isn't going to play out like you expect it to. And the other disciples, they got jealous a little bit. They said, can you believe what they were asking? Can you believe they were in there trying to get, right at the front of the line and then kind of leave us behind? And Jesus heard all that. And Jesus called them unto him. He said, here, I want to talk to you all about something. This isn't something that's a problem for James and John. It's a problem for all of us. It's not a problem just for the 12 disciples. It's a problem for us today living in the 2022. He said to them, you know that they which are accounted to rule over the Gentiles exercise lordship over them, and their great ones exercise authority upon them. He says, you see all these other nations and how they rule, and their leaders, they lord over the ones that they're in charge of. They tell them what to do. They demand tribute from them. They demand activities from them. They're rulers in the sense that people think about rulers. He says, but so shall it not be among you. He said, I want you to be different. Whosoever will be great among you shall be your minister, and whosoever will be the chiefest shall be servant of all. He says, I'm going to look for the ones that are serving, the ones that are ministering to others, the ones that are saying, how can I meet your needs today? The ones that are, I love the fact he uses two words, minister and servant. The two things that say, okay, how can I help you? He says that's how he wants us to show our leadership ability in the kingdom by putting other people first. Whosoever will be the chiefest shall be the servant of all. For even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and to give his life a ransom for many. See, Jesus isn't interested in how many likes we have or how many follows we have. He's interested in how many people we help, how many people that we pray for, how many times we sacrifice to help someone else in need. Jesus wants us to love others the way he loved us so that we can see the love of Christ in our actions. He was our example. He even points that out in verse 45, saying, even me, the Son of Man, the Messiah, I didn't come to have people meeting my needs. I came to meet other people's needs and to give my life, talking about himself, a ransom for many. You see, being a servant, being a minister, being someone who puts others first doesn't even become a doormat. Doesn't mean that we let people walk all over us, take advantage of us. It simply means that we look for their interests and what helps them. Sometimes putting up boundaries and letting people know when they cross boundaries is helping them. That is the best thing for them. And that's the important thing is when we're doing this, we're looking for other people's needs is the key. We're trying to help others. And, to put it in our selfie terms, we stop using the camera that looks back at us. We start using the one on the back of the phone, the one that looks out and says, where can I see a need? Where can I see something that's going on in somebody else's life? You see, I can sit here and take pictures of myself all day. I mentioned before how people turn their head and get the light just right, turn the camera. I can do that all day, or the entire ride to church. Or I can flip that camera around, use the one on back and say, look, let me look and see who's out there. That person looks like they're hurting today. That person might have a need. You haven't heard from so-and-so. They've been kind of quiet. Let me check on them. Let me see what's going on in their life. If you want to know what it looks like, look no further than Jesus. Jesus was never too good to talk to anyone. He took time for cheating tax collectors, for people that were sick with leprosy, people that were blind and crippled and disabled. He made time for men and women equally. And he even made time for children. Some of the people that in their society didn't get any attention or esteem at all, he took time for them. And he was the Son of God. He didn't seek to become an earthly king, to have people, worship him in the sense of setting up a power and a kingdom that was visible to everyone else. He was looking to serve us. He says, "He not to minister unto, to be ministered unto, but to minister, and ultimately to give his life away for the ransom for many." He was a Son of God. He could have done anything. He could have demanded any of that, the people to serve him as he wanted. Instead, he came to serve us. He's our leader. He's the one that we're looking to. That's our example for how we need to serve. I think we can all agree that a good friend is one who gives more than he receives. Not that we let people take advantage of us, but that we give out of a genuine love for those who need it, for those that we love. So this week, let's continue to turn that camera around. It's okay. Take a few selfies. I'm asking you to send me some, so please do a few of those. But when you do, stop and look at the camera for a moment and say, okay, let me turn it around the camera. Let me look at the other side of that camera and see who's out there that might need my help, that might need the love of the Father, doesn't know how much he loves them. Let's focus on that. Jesus, then others, then you. When we learn to put ourselves third and truly love others in that second position, we will find true joy. Miss Judy says the old saying is look after number one. That's true. So that's kind of how our world looks at, hey, looking out for number one. And as you mentioned, we have to look after our family. That's right. We have others that God has put with us to give us that we need to be looking after. God's put all kinds of people in our lives. And sometimes they're just chance encounters or a brief moment. Sometimes they're people that we see over and over again. Maybe they're people you work with, people you live near, whatever it may be. God brings them into our lives, and he wants us to show them his love by the way that we serve them. So that's your challenge this week. Deny your selfie. Oops, not that one. Yes, that's the right one. All right, let's go. Turn that camera around. Let's look for needs all around us. Let's put Jesus first. Let's put others second. Let's put ourselves last. Hope you all have a wonderful week. I know this went a little bit longer than usual. Next week, we'll be talking about deny your selfie again. Next week might be a little bit short. I know next week is Super Bowl Sunday. So we probably just keep it to about 30 minutes next week because we'll be kind of in the middle of the game. So we might want to watch it. But I think it's a good opportunity to look at deny ourselves and this idea of putting others first in the context of a sports day. I mean, obviously, that's a big day in our nation. People celebrate or watch the Super Bowl. Sometimes they even don't watch football the rest of the year. Might watch the Super Bowl. Kind of a national, curiosity, I guess is a better way to put it. But there's also something to be learned about the way the athletes prepare, the way athletes dedicate themselves to something. So I want us to look at that next week as we talk about deny your selfie. Send me, if you will, 2 more selfies. And let's have some fun next week. If I can be of any help to you this week, don't hesitate to reach out to me. And you can reach me, whatever works best, Facebook Messenger, text message, call. But I love you all, and talk to you next week. Have a great week.